Good morning. Have you heard the words, it's cancer and it's not you, it's your child or loved one? I'm Andrea Richmond, anchor woman here at Love Beyond the Diagnosis, author of Love Beyond Scope, and founder of the Courage Bear Project. Here we broadcast hope and dial into real stories of families navigating life after a cancer diagnosis. Here you'll find encouragement, storytelling, and educational support. Conversations with moms who know firsthand life beyond the diagnosis, dialogue from leading voices who are making an impact on the standard of care for pediatric cancers. You'll also find resources rooted in faith to help you breathe, rise, thrive in the middle of it all. Because, Mama, you are not alone. I'm Andrea Richmond, and this is Love Beyond the Diagnosis, a space for mothers who have just stepped into the unimaginable. If you missed an episode, be sure to go check us out on YouTube at Love Beyond the Diagnosis. Please like and follow me on Instagram at Love Beyond the Diagnosis, Andrea Richmond on my Facebook page for more updates as I continue to post information about my mission to serve mothers and caregivers and their children navigating life beyond the diagnosis. So in the first 13 weeks of Love Beyond the Diagnosis, I have been sharing and I will be sharing 13 letters of hope, messages spoken straight to the heart to every mama and family walking this difficult road. Each episode is a reminder that you're not alone. You'll hear a voice of love, honest conversations, encouragement to keep going, and all the beauty that can be found in community and conversation and connection with one another. So today, I can't believe it. It's the 12th letter of 13. So my 12th letter to you for the final letters of 2025 is about joy. And what I wished I knew on day one about joy. So, letter 13 from me to you today. Today, we're talking about joy. And joy while caring for a child or loved one diagnosed with cancer seems so far-fetched when you are hurting. Your child is going through this unimaginable circumstance, sometimes enduring pain, and oftentimes, we just don't know the future. But when I think about joy and pain, my heart, I just remember my journey, the days when I could hardly speak, when the grief was overwhelming. There was sadness, often tears, sometimes anger crept in, there was resistance, overwhelm, chaos, sometimes wonder and uncertainty, all the emotions. I've walked through this fire and I know there is joy. So don't wait for it. Open your heart to it. Joy is eternal, always accessible. It's an internal state not dependent on circumstances. Don't let the diagnosis harden your heart. We've talked mindset here on Love Beyond the Diagnosis, and today we are talking about the heart and soul set, cultivating this joy, embracing the joy, living it, living joyfully. Joy is a choice, not a reward. So how are we doing things? Are you doing things with or without joy? So to go back to day one, I would give myself permission to be filled with joy. I get it. It's not easy, but maybe it's easier than you think. And what better time of the year than the third week of Advent, joy, right? And within just only a few days of Christmas here to talk about joy with my guest, which I'm so excited. I have Karen Geiger here again with me to make this conversation more
joyful.
Joyful. Yes.
Good morning.
And my voice just went up.
Your voice just went up. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me in the studio. This is so cool, looking out on State Street. I'm enjoy looking at this, and the sun is shining.
The sun is shining.
Seriously.
You brought the sun.
It might feel like 5 degrees, but the sun is shining, and that's all that matters.
I agree completely. It's just, this is such a beautiful space here, and what better place to talk about joy and share with our audience how they can cultivate joy when they are in those tough days of, maybe isolation. I don't know. There could be all the kinds of different things that they're enduring right now, whether they're, in the hospital during the season before Christmas and all this celebration that's going on around them. And, their child is going through some tough times right now, right? And mom is, caring, maybe grandma's caring for their child, right?
Yes.
Or there's a, maybe there's a caregiver in the picture, right? Trying to bring that sense of just normal. And so let's talk about cultivating joy.
Well, I think you brought up, there's 2 things that I think are really interesting. Number 1 is the permission slip. I think that a lot of us need that. It's almost like somebody handing us a paper saying, go ahead, you're allowed to do this. But I think that it goes, the step before that is what you stand for, which is courage. And I think at this time, when you're dealing with anything, no matter what you're dealing with, so especially those individuals in your audience who are dealing with a loved one who has cancer, especially a child, what courage you must have to try to find joy, because that's not easy.
Right. Not easy. Not easy.
It is not easy. It's not easy for anyone, especially if that is the season that your life is in right now. But I think having the courage to stop that spiral of fear and worry and anxiety and stress and pain and everything,
and move from that paralyzation too.
Exactly.
Because you just spurred another memory in me. I have like chill bumps right now, because I remember, and it's in my book, when after Sydney was diagnosed, which she was our second child diagnosed 16 months after Lauren with leukemia. And I remember sitting in our basement in our old townhouse, and it was a regular day, but I remember looking at her on the floor, and she had like this no-sew blanket, and her grandmother had made, and she had all of her stuffed animals all around the edging of the blanket. And she was having a tea party with those animals, and she was being joyful, right? Like she was talking to her animals, and they were interacting, and she was serving them like pretend food. And I just remember sitting there like thinking, like, why can't I feel that right now?
Well, I think that, there's been a lot of discussion lately about trying to find that childlike essence again.
Yes.
I think because we're in such a modern digital world. And so I think that, trying to go back and capture, you had said cultivate, but I think it's almost capturing it. It's like capturing,
embodying it, right?
Yes. It's like capturing the little lightning bugs.
Yeah.
Trying to get that joy, capture it in a mason jar, and put the lid on tight, because you don't want to lose it. And that is, I think that instead of, we had talked earlier, just a little bit before the show, that striving and looking. And I think that instead of looking really hard, sometimes you have to just release it and let it go a little, but set the intention of today, I'm going to see joy and see what happens.
Yes.
Actually set the intention early in the morning.
And I love, like, once you begin to see it, like, then you're going to see it in more things, right? And that's what we spoke about before the show as well, which
the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon,
that's
so your default mode network. So, that section of your brain where when you start thinking about something, like say I'm thinking I want to buy a red car, then all of a sudden you see red cars everywhere. So it's that same principle of I'm going to buy joy. I'm going to find joy today.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, so, for me, looking out on, I don't know what that building is right there. But
beautiful church, isn't it?
I think there's a cross. It's a steeple. Yeah, it's a steeple of some kind. But that could bring joy. And it's never anything big. I think that's what we are so used to looking for, these grand moments and these gigantic feelings of joy, when maybe it's just that, okay, the sun is literally shining today and that is joyful. Or, a cup of good coffee. We had talked about that.
A simple, right?
Coffee brings me joy.
Yes. And joy does come in simple packages, right?
Absolutely.
And, the world can be very grand around us, especially for a family who feels very, maybe, I say isolated a lot, but you're not running with the regular rhythm of the world. Sometimes you feel more like outside of everything.
On the periphery, there's that circle of just what is happening. And we see it. I mean, we see it everywhere. Goodness gracious. You can't go, you can't go somewhere and not post about it, because then it didn't happen.
Right.
So, so what everyone else is doing all the time. But this, with this and this, cancer diagnosis or any illness, I think that this is validating anybody who's going through a difficult time. You're on that periphery and you feel it, and you feel like that, like you're on the outside of it. And this is the moment to change the narrative for yourself.
Right.
Even if it's a day. And I think that it's important to say, this might not be easy. This isn't just I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be joyful and this is fantastic. No, it's up and down. It's waves of emotions.
Right. I know, I'm just thinking of other memories too, like where, we would bake gingerbread cookies this time of year. And we did with, grandparents would start to come in to our home, and the girls wanted to do fun things along that way. And, we got some of the supplies and we just did it like on an afternoon and just quietly, it was just us as a family. But sometimes the world, it's like, oh, we have to go and have a big, like, get together with a bunch of friends. But there is a simple way to carry out those joyful activities, or find joy in like baking or dancing, right?
In the quiet moments. This is going to sound really silly, but before it started to snow, one of my favorite tasks is to clean the garage. I know that that's just ridiculous, but I like a clean garage. And
me too.
I was sweeping and I was thinking, this is actually joyful for me. And that's what I think is important to remember, is it can be those quiet moments of just you. It doesn't even have to involve anyone else. The baking the cookies, the sweeping the garage.
Yeah.
Maybe it's, this time of year, maybe it's shopping, or maybe it's giving back to an organization in town.
I remember my mom also, because the kids were big enough that they had some little chores around the house, especially after like Lauren relapse. And one of the things we would make cleaning a fun time, like like we would have a list and we would time the kids and see who could get things done first.
Were you
and-
singing the cleanup song?
Yeah, singing the cleanup song, right?
Nightmares.
Yeah.
From the cleanup song.
I like the cleanup song.
We like cleanup.
Don't diss
cleanup.
it. Come on.
Yeah, cleaning up can bring very much joy, especially
Yes.
to a mother's
I was
heart.
just going to say, when kids want to clean up, a mom is like, "Huh, I did something right."
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I'm still waiting.
Right. Oh, so much good stuff here. So other ways to really internalize that joy.
Well, I think you starting off beautifully, by the way, of writing that letter to the audience, I would suggest, because this is what I do with the journaling and changing your language and narrative around your story, is to write that unsent letter to joy. You know, joy can be slippery.
Yeah.
You know, you think you have it, it's elusive, and then all of a sudden it might be gone. And so I think to write a really honest letter to Joy and say, hey, where are you?
Yeah.
Where have you been? How can
Yeah.
I find you? And then let the pen dictate where you go.
Invite the joy in.
Invite it.
Invite it.
Yes.
Joy has to be invited in.
You know, write a letter, write an invitation.
An invitation.
Actually,
Yeah.
hey, Joy, you are cordially invited to the party. Come join us.
To my house.
Yeah. Come join us down on State Street.
I know. Always, right?
Yes.
Always should be. There should be. And we learned today that when we're joyful, our voices go up.
Yes, they do. Our pitch changes.
That's so fun.
That is so fun. I had a feeling
Yeah.
that it would. You know, your vocal range
When
is
it's
pretty
out.
wide and deep. And so when you are in joy, then your voice lets everybody know.
Yeah.
It's probably the same as there's something with the eyes and like being dilated
Adults
when you're in love.
Adults need to do that, right? Adults need to kind of
Yes.
have that squeal of joy.
When
So
was the last
squeal-
time you had a squeal of joy?
Oh, when was the last time I had
I
a squeal of
know.
joy? When I jumped in the pool this morning.
You're braver than me.
I was like,
That's courage right there.
I was like, we're doing this before the show. I can do this. I got to get my head calm and peaceful. And with calm and peace, there's joy.
Joy.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year. And I think that that's also important to point out to your audience is that, you know, if it's not coming to you, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
If you're
it's
not feeling it.
if
I've
you're
been
not-
there too.
Yes.
Sitting on that couch, like I said, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone says this is the most joyful time of year, you know, fa la la, and deck the halls and everything. But if it's not the moment that
Yeah.
you know, that it's not hitting you, it's not landing for you, then let that go too.
Yeah.
And acknowledge that maybe today isn't the day and invite joy again tomorrow.
Yeah. Give yourself that grace
And the courage
and
and a permission slip.
the permission.
Why does it
slip.
make me think of high school? And we used to have that wooden block, you know, may I have permission to use the lavatory?
Use
you
the
know, which it was
lavatory.
never. You're just walking the halls, waiting to see who you could find. Right?
We all
So-
need a permission slip.
Yes.
I agree.
Give you permission to walk the halls
I
of joy.
agree. What are some good games that you think about like during the holidays? You know, because games bring joy, right?
You know what? One of my
Competition.
favorite. Oh, well, not that we're competitive, Andrea.
Yeah, but when you're
no,
getting
we
in-
are. We are
in
so
a bo-
competitive.
in a
it's not
board
even
game,
funny.
yeah,
No, we're just competitive in everything.
yeah. Like we have to like.
I
But-
admit it.
But when a family gets together and they're playing a board game, there's some squealing going on.
So if I think it's still available, it's
Screaming?
an older game. No, it's called 25 Words or Less. And it is teams, and you
Okay.
have to kind of bet against each other of how many words you can use to describe a list of words that are on a card.
Oh,
And it's really fun playing with people you know
okay.
and people who like playing with my brother and my sister. So my sister and I, we always tease each other that we just really have one brain. And so we were playing with our husbands, and I don't remember I think it was crystal ball. And she said, look into my, and I go, crystal ball.
This
know,
is a speech pathologist
it is
game.
so it is such a language game. And my husband looked at me and he went, "How did you know that?" I'm like, "Just because."
Yeah.
And she said sugar and I went Domino because that's the brand we use. So it's just, and then they were doing chemistry things, which, we had no idea what they were talking about.
We played some Pictionary when the
That's
kids. We have an
awesome.
easel. If you have kids' easel, right? That's
Yeah,
so fun.
whiteboard.
Yeah. And I love karaoke this time of year. We
Cute.
like to sing. And the other fun thing that I want to just throw out to the audience before we end the show, but our children would write scripts, and all you need is pencil and paper,
Mhm.
right? And they would come up with like a holiday script that they would run through before dinner.
That's
Ins-
very Little Women of them.
Yeah. So they had like little scripts that they
Yeah.
would like
I can
announce.
see your girls doing that.
They would announce the menu,
Mhm.
and then they would talk about like their life and their
Mhm.
day and what Tessa, was
Mhm.
doing, whether they were creating like paper Santas or like,
I
what
love
they
that.
had crafted for us.
Joy and creativity.
Yeah. Oh, making cards, right? Homemade
Right.
cards. We don't have to go buy them. We could make homemade cards.
Make a coupon book.
Ah,
I remember doing that when you're young and you have zero money and it's, a coupon book for your mom.
for your mom.
I will clean the basement. I will,
Yes.
take out the trash for a month. Here's your coupon.
Yes. I'll help mama.
Yeah.
Who has to help who's been taking care of my sister or brother, right?
Right. Absolutely.
I love it. Oh, so good. So good. So
we're sending them off with some assignments, I feel like.
yeah, everybody needs an assignment. They have to write their letter.
Yes.
Write their letter to Joy.
And I think it's also important to note, you can write this at any time. You can write it in your car. You can write it on a Post-it. You can write it in a journal.
Yeah.
You can write it in your notes app. I will allow it, even though I'm
notes app on our phone.
I know, even though I like to push analog every time.
I know. There's something beautiful about pen and paper.
Isn't there, though?
Pencil. I'm a pencil girl, too.
Really?
I love pencils with erasers.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm a Sharpie.
Oh,
look at the difference.
I know. I love pencils with erasers. I like a good mechanical pencil that has a nice eraser.
I like that, but I think I like to be indelible. How about that? I either have to cross it out or rip it out.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have the eraser. And then I still rip out pages because I'm like, wait, nobody can read this.
Except your letter to Joy is not anything that needs editing.
No.
Let your heart go.
Let it go. Permission.
What did you call it in the beginning? Soul
set.
Soul set. The heart and soul set.
Heart and soul set.
It's like salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah. Heart and soul set. Like, it's so accessible. We just have to invite it in. So accessible. And I know there are days you won't want to invite it in. I get that too. It's real.
Absolutely.
It's so real. And then, some days you'll be on the joy bus and sometimes you won't be on the joy bus.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
You can always get off. You can always get off the bus.
Yeah.
And get back on. It's a trolley.
I've done that a few times in my life.
I know you have.
Too many to count. So.
But here you are.
Here we are. Can you believe it? Love beyond the diagnosis. There is love beyond the diagnosis, right?
There is.
And joy, it might not change their situation today, but it can change how you carry your life, right? Sometimes you just have to let it all be, right? Joy reminds you that this story's not over, right? Every day. Love is still present. The light is still coming. We talk about, will be those lightning bugs, like capturing
it.
Capturing that light. If joy feels far away, that does not mean you're failing. It simply means you are human, right? And deeply, deeply loved. So the anchors for this week are joy is allowed, even here, beyond the diagnosis. Joy does not erase grief. It strengthens the soul. Joy is a sign that God is near as we look out at the steeple and see the cross. The Lord is never far from us, right? And joy can show up in this season if we,
If we
open
allow
that door.
Mhm.
Given that,
It's the words that we're carrying with us. Carry your joy with you.
it's in simple.
It's in simple. It's in the invitation.
Yeah.
Write your evite.
Yes. Yeah, let's do it. All right. This is Love Beyond the Diagnosis. Thank you for joining us. I'm Andrea Richmond. Thank you, Karen Geiger,
you
for
again.
joining me today.
Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Yes, so much joy, so much joy. And if you would like to hear more about Love Beyond the Diagnosis, follow us on Instagram at Love Beyond the Diagnosis, on YouTube at Love Beyond the Diagnosis. Karen mentioned courage, the door that opens our life to joy. I'm founder of the Courage Bear Project. Please check it out on couragebearproject.com. If you're interested in reading my book, Love Beyond the Diagnosis, you can find it on Amazon. And I just look forward to speaking with you all next week. Next week, we're going to be talking about love beyond the diagnosis, our final 13th episode. So if you're listening today and you like what you've heard, please join us again next week for Love Beyond the Diagnosis. I'm Andrea Richmond, anchor woman here at Love Beyond the Diagnosis. Thank you for listening. We'll look forward to next week when we get to talk about love. We have a few seconds left. We are real. Hey, we are real. We can't pray. We can't plan
Love.
our.
I can't wait to hear about love.
Yeah, love.
Love.
Love is all we need. Love is all
Okay,
we
Captain and Tennille.
need. More than love. You do need
That's
love.
the name of the song. He's giving me a. Isn't it? No, love will keep us together.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Love is all you need is the Beatles.
Oh, that's right. Oh, how could I forget that?
So good. So good.
All right.
Thank you again.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, Andrea. This was so fun.
I know. We met co-hosting.
I like the
I
co-hosting.
need a co-host.
All right. If you like the co-host, give it a thumbs up. Send us a heart.
Yes.
If you want to hear me again,
Yes.
send a heart.
We want Karen Geiger every week,
Yeah.
right? We can talk all about everything beyond the diagnosis.
Yes. All the
especially-
language and narrative.